Good day to all, dear subscribers and viewers of the channel. Vitaly Sokolov with you. Today we will look at a very powerful framework for creating games of different genres for different platforms. And before we start, putting your thumbs up under the video, subscribe to the channel, and write a comment. This is important for promoting the video. Today we will talk about such an engine as Asphyre Sphinx framework and its successor AfterWarp framework. Asphyre Sphinx is a cross-platform framework or library for developing 2D, 3D video games and interactive business applications. The creator of the engine is Yuri Kotsarenko. At the moment there are 3 official versions of the Asphyre Sphinx engine, and the 4th version of the engine was released and then suspended. And its further development was handled by Marco Sestari. The 4th version is positioned as an unofficial development branch. All versions of the Asphyre Sphinx game engine are free and open source. Newer versions of Asphyre Sphinx support Delphi starting at Z2 and higher for Windows or Z4 and higher for mobile development, as well as Lazarus and free Pascal. Newer versions of the engine do not fully support older versions of Delphi. For example, full support for Delphi 7 and Turbo Delphi is in Asphyre Sphinx 1.5.2. The following operating systems are supported. In conjunction with the Embarcadero Delphi programming environment, the following platforms are supported: Windows 32-bit and 64-bit, Mac OS X, Android, iOS 32-bit and 64-bit. Supported with Lazarus and free Pascal, Windows 32-bit and 64-bit, Linux 32-bit, 64-bit and ARM, Mac OS X, 32-bit for Carbon, 64-bit for Cocoa, Android ARM and Intel. SingleBoard devices, Raspberry Pi, Intel Galileo, BeagleBone Black, Olimex OLinuXino, etc. The following libraries are supported: DirectX and Direct3D 7, 9, 10, 10.1, 11. There is also support for OpenGL 2.1 and OpenGL ES. 2D graphics capabilities, image transformation including rotation, tilt, mirroring, etc. Alpha blending, multiple blending effects including add, subtract, multiply, drop shadow and more. Buffered paint calls provide extremely high real-time rendering performance. Many different drawing primitives such as rectangles, ellipses, arcs, ribbons and holes. Multiple image pixel formats to maximize quality and minimize video memory consumption. Images can be loaded from Asphyre compressed archives, external files and streams. Patterns, small pieces of images, can be distributed among different textures to reduce memory footprint. Dynamic textures provide quick access to pixels for effects such as plasma and destructible terrain. Render targets allow you to create great visual effects such as motion blur, glow, and other effects. Correctly handle loss of focus, Alt+Tab survivability, Win+L, screen resolution changes, laptop undocking and other rare events. Render bitmap text with Unicode support, color gradient tags, and alignment options. Support for multiple displays showing full-screen graphics on all monitors. Shader effects for vibrant visuals that are easy to use and optimized for performance. Support for various image formats, including PNG, TGA, JPEG, BMP, TIFF and so on. Built-in GUI support with Wisua GUI Designer to display full-featured interfaces with forms, buttons, edit boxes, lists, and more. 3D graphics capabilities, easy to use 3D mesh drawing even for inexperienced developers. Instantiating the mesh to improve performance when rendering a large number of fine meshes. Lighting models including Phong, Blinn, Frong, Minert, Cook Torrance, Oren, Nair, Isotropic, and Anisotropic Ward. Optimized 3D piping with hidden surface removal and triangle sorting. Transparent support for different vendors on different platforms. Rendering billboards for particle, explosion and smoke effects. Load models from 3D Studio Max with a conversion tool that can read 3ds and ACE formats. Meshing code for 3D planes, spheres, round boxes, torus knots, and superellipsoids. Other features, cross-platform networking and multi-user support using UDP protocol that works transparently in Delphi, including FireMonkey and free Pascal Lazarus on Windows, Linux, and Mac OS platforms. Captures the state of all keyboard keys, reads multiple joysticks and mouse offset, Windows only, other platforms in development. Store all images, sounds, KI and other files using zip compression in a single Asphyre archive for easy deployment. In fact, you can even save this file inside the application executable to distribute just one file. Set an Asphyre archive password to encrypt content with 128-bit XTEA cipher to protect your copyrighted art and confidential content. A complete set of math types and functions with operator overloading for 2D and 3D vectors and matrices. High precision timer for independent graphics rendering and object movement. There is an alternative WYSIWYG user interface created by Marcos Gomez. Asphyre tools has not yet been ported to other platforms as they are only available for Windows. But on Linux it is possible to use the Wine emulator. On the Mac OS X platform, you can use Parallels or Fusion. And on Mac OS you can use Winabottler. The following libraries can be used as a sound engine: Audiair. It is a free open source sound engine that can work with the following formats: MP3, OGG Vorbis, FLAC, WAV, IT, XM, S3M, and MOD files. Bass is an audio library that runs on Windows and Mac OS. It is available in a tiny DLL, about 100 KB, and provides support for audio samples, streams, MP3, MP2, MP1, OGG, WAV, AIF, custom generation and more with add-ons: MOD Music, XM, IT, S3M, MOD, MTM, UMX, MO3 Music, MOD compressed in MP3 OGG format, and recording functions. SquallSound is a free sound system capable of playing audio in MP3, WAV and OGG formats. Asphyre Sound. This is a small sound wrapper for direct sound with support for 2D 3D sound effects. During the existence of the engine, some computer games have been created. Let's watch a short video of these games. At the moment, Yuri Kotsarenko is developing a framework called AfterWarp, and 2 versions of this engine have already been released. It is compatible with C, C++, Delphi, Free Pascal and Lazarus. The AfterWarp framework provides both a low-level graphics API that can be used to both implement a custom rendering engine and a high-level graphics API that includes an interflux rendering engine for real-time 2D and 3D rendering. The framework has a modular design, where each module is aimed at solving a specific group of problems with a high degree of reliability and high performance in real time. There is support for DIRECT 3D10, 11, 12. OpenGL from version 3.3 to version 4.6 for personal computers. And for mobile platforms, there is support for OpenGL ES. The framework is focused on the following platforms: Windows, Linux, support for OS X, iOS and Android is coming soon. The engine works with the following compilers: C11, C++17, GCC or Clang, Visual Studio, 2017 and later, Free Pascal, Lazarus, or Delphi, since XE2, IDE. If you need the engine to support certain operating systems, compilers, and programming languages, contact the engine developers. Adding new features is possible. The framework provides powerful 3D rendering for industrial CAD applications using the power of modern GPUs. It uses hybrid forward, deferred rendering using cluster shading, allowing up to 65K lights in a scene in real time. Each light in the scene can be additionally assigned the ability to cast shadows, creating beautiful-looking shadows in real time with soft penumbra. Both omnidirectional and attenuated cone-shaped light sources are supported. The engine supports high-quality unicode text in 2D and 3D using signed distance fields, SDF, and supersampling that look vector-like and remain readable even under steep viewing angles. The text can be additionally filled with color gradients with border and ROP shadows. AfterWarp framework is available under several licenses. A free license is available if you create as many free or open source projects as you want. Or if you have a commercial paid product that brings income less than €1,000 per month from all created projects together. If the profit exceeds this amount, you need to buy one of the paid licenses. A hobby license is for one project on any platform if the project brings in less than €1,000 per month from that one project. The license costs €250. A professional license is intended for one project on any platform, no matter how much profit it brings. The cost of the license is €2,500. The cost of a corporate unlimited license is not described, and to purchase it, you need to contact the developer. Summing up, I could advise this engine to developers of games and multimedia applications that are created in Delphi, Lazarus, Pascal, C, and C++. This workframe is one of the most powerful for Pascal, Delphi, Lazarus. The framework shows good optimization and quite wide opportunities for working with it. It supports many platforms, and multi-platform is very important these days. There are completely free and open versions, and there are also paid licenses, so everyone can choose the most suitable option for themselves. Open source makes the engine very flexible, customizable, and extensible. It can be used to create 2D and 3D games of any genre. The link to download the engine is waiting for you in the description under the video. That's all for me. If this video was useful to you, like the video, subscribe to the channel and press the bell so as not to miss new videos on the channel. Vitaly Sokolov was with you. Good luck with creating new games. See you in new videos.